Have you ever pondered about why some people are rich and others are not? Have you ever wondered if you would ever be rich? We've been told that if we work hard, we'll get ahead in life, but many work hard and still can't make ends meet. The truth is, there's no definite way to a rich future. Becoming rich is not easy. That is why only a small percentage of people are rich. However, there are principles and habits you can implement to increase your chances. Our decisions and actions make it easy to predict our financial future. Benjamin Franklin said, "Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones." This means that your habits and lifestyle may be preventing you from becoming rich. So let's find out why some people will never be rich. Number one, wrong money mindset. Your money mindset is basically your mental attitude, thinking, and set of beliefs about money. Your financial habits, whether good or bad, are actually determined by your mindset. You cannot rise above your mindset because it actually affects your choices and how you make decisions regarding your money. Some people have a lack, scarcity, or poverty mentality. People with this mindset always live in uncertainty and are always making decisions based on never having enough. When you've been broke for a long time, it actually does something to your mind. I usually joke that there should be a condition called post-poverty stress disorder. Now, some people with a poverty mentality detest rich people. It is like a we versus them attitude. They think that wealth is for a privileged few and do not see themselves ever becoming rich. Now, your mindset detects your reality. If you feel that money is always out there somewhere and never enough for your needs, that will be your experience. Now, the funny thing is that some people still have this mindset even when they have a reasonable amount of money. This mindset limits them from the prospects of what they could attain. So shifting your mindset depends entirely on you. You may not have grown up with abundance around you or wealth. You're not alone. I didn't grow up with wealth either. What matters is not getting trapped in that lack and poverty mentality. Form an abundance mindset. If we're committed to learning more about money, it will help us to actually do better financially. Adjust your money script. If you have this feeling or notion that you will never be able to afford a certain lifestyle, or uphold the view that you will never be as prosperous as your wealthy friends, then you have a negative money script, also known as money blocks. Now, replace that notion with a positive view of money. The other thing you can practice is to get rid of the scarcity mentality by giving. Share what you have, wisely of course. Now, generosity attracts prosperity and reinforces the fact that there is abundance. Instead of stressing about running out of money, concentrate on making more. Believe that you can be rich and see money as a friend and not an enemy. Don't be a slave to money. Instead, let money work for you. The second reason why some people will never be rich is lack of a financial plan. You cannot become rich by accident. Grant Cardone said, "Money is like a jealous lover. Ignore it and it will ignore you. Or worse, it will leave you for someone who makes it a priority." Some people think that deciding to be rich is being covetous. No way. It is said that money cannot give happiness, but have you asked a poor person what poverty gives? It sure doesn't give happiness. Actually, money can give certain aspects of happiness. Yes, I can say that. So being rich is great. You cannot become rich without clear financial goals. So what are some examples of financial goals? Things like budgeting, saving more, creating an emergency fund, becoming debt-free, raising your credit score, starting an investment portfolio, buying a home, becoming financially literate, and even having multiple streams of income. Now, make a list of the financial goals that you would like to achieve and devise a plan, set timelines, and execute. Getting a financial advisor may be really helpful. If you don't know much about money, do not desire to have money just for the sake of it. Ask yourself, why do I want to be rich? Determining your motive gives you a sense of purpose. Money is like a servant. You need to give it direction. Some people know how to make money but do not know how to make their money grow. Do your research and take calculated risk. Decide to save a percentage of what you make every month. Starting to save early is great, but it is better late than never. Number 3, frivolous spending. Now, spending more than you earn, impulse buying, and not sticking to a budget And buying things you can't afford is damaging to your finances. If you're an extravagant spender, it means that you have a bad relationship with money. Some people are not at peace until they have spent every penny they have, after which they will spend some more and even borrow if they have to. Squandering more than you make is a perfect recipe for financial distress. A 2020 Statistics Canada data found a 174% ratio of debt to income. Wow, what are we buying? Note that some debts are what I call meaningful debts. For instance, a mortgage to invest in real estate, a line of credit for business, or student loan to get an education. Be careful though when you incur any form of debt, and make sure that you have a tangible payment plan to avoid pitfalls. Now, don't become broke because you're trying to appear rich to some people who don't even give a damn about you. The interesting thing is that rich people don't try to appear rich. This is because their priorities are in order. Have you seen Mark Zuckerberg? He's always in a gray t-shirt. I mean, I've heard people say fake it till you make it, but if you're always faking it, you will never make it. If you're susceptible to impulse buying, make a list of items you need to buy before going to the store. Also avoid window shopping. Only go to the store when you need something. Some people have what I call suckers. Now, suckers may be bad habits, a bad investment, or people that make you spend aimlessly. I mean, if you have people in your life that always find a reason to spend your money, you need to do something about it. Things like eating out too often, paying too much in a recurring bill, and high interest loans are all suckers. Online shopping is another thing that you should actually be aware of. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many people were home and bored. This did a lot of damage to many people's finances with online shopping. The thing with online shopping is that because you are not physically seeing the items in a bag, you may not realize how much you bought. You're also mostly paying with your credit card, so the possibility of spending more than you intend to is high. Just stop browsing online stores when you are bored. Number 4, procrastination. Now, procrastination robs you of your time and leaves a trail of regret. In life, you don't get what you want or what you deserve. You actually get what you prepare and work for, what you focus on, what you take action upon every single day. Now, if you prefer to have it easy today, your life will be hard tomorrow. Your future is actually predictable. If you continue to procrastinate, procrastination leads to detrimental personal financial management, like delaying retirement savings, late payments, and financial complacency. Now, opportunities do not wait, so take action. I mean, some people actually are great at dreaming. I mean, I believe that it is important to have a dream, but you have to move from dreaming to setting goals, then to executing your goals. Otherwise, you remain a dreamer. Now, dreaming without doing is like sleeping and not waking up. Even though sleep is great, if you do not wake up, you will not enjoy the benefits of the rest. Procrastinators are very quick to use excuses. They blame their background, the government, the weather, and others for their stagnancy. While they are where they are because of lack of action, they often live in regret as they wish they did the needful when it was still possible. They complain about so many things to make themselves feel better. What value are you bringing to the world? Money follows value. When you limit yourself to getting paid for time, you are shortchanging yourself. When you begin to get paid based on results, your value increases. When I was a kid, my father used to wake us up at 5 a.m. to have our morning devotion, after which we had to start the day. Now, there were times when we dozed off during this session and he would take us out to jog. Can you imagine a man and 4 little children jogging at 5 a.m. in the morning? We had to sing while jogging to keep us alert. Now, we always used to quote the scripture, Proverbs 6:10, which says, "A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall your poverty come on you like a prowler." Now, my father never missed a day of work unless he traveled or was admitted in the hospital. Now, to succeed in life, we have to be committed and shun excuses. Just get it done. Otherwise one day you will wake up and discover that today is a tomorrow you could have actually shaped yesterday. Discipline is essential for financial progress. Do you want to endure the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Number 5, waiting for luck or a miracle. I mean, your actions lead to results, either positive or negative. Nothing happens by accident. people are successful because they actually made the right decisions and took deliberate steps towards achieving their goals and objectives. People have asked me how we're able to run a 24-hour television channel, 3 regularly scheduled magazines, a publishing company, a production company, and many other projects. It requires a great amount of courage, determination, careful planning, and excellent implementation. I mean, some people give up because they do not even start. I mean, there is no shortcut to success. People become rich from smart work, taking calculated risk, and coming up with solutions to the world's problems. Sometimes they miss the mark, but they don't give up. They get up and try again and again and again. This is how they become lucky, by being consistent. I am all for being positive and having faith, but faith without corresponding action is fruitless. The scripture even says that a person that does not work should not eat. I mean, if you're on social assistance because you're going through a transition period or things are difficult for you right now, that's okay. But this should be a temporary situation. You know, when I just migrated to Canada, I had to go back to school, and on graduating, I was on social assistance for a short time. One day I called my caseworker to cancel, and she asked if I had a job now, and I said no. I told her that the assistance was affecting my motivation. And guess what? When I knew that there was no money coming at the end of the month, I intensified my efforts at looking for a job, and in no time I found a job. I mean, I used to offer multimedia solutions as well, so I had a business on the side. Now, I've seen and heard of people who would not, take more hours at work so that they can stay on social assistance. What? I mean, you're limiting yourself. You cannot see opportunities when you are content with just getting by. Social assistance is something that is supposed to help you in your survival mode. You have to have a game plan on how you can become financially independent. Dream big. You can be anything you want to become. And you can do anything in spite of your circumstances today. Just start by being decisive, making financial goals, and taking the necessary steps. The instruments we use to build wealth are the right mindset, healthy money habits, calculated and informed choices and actions. Have you wondered why some billionaires are still working when they have enough money to last them a lifetime? Oprah still has to wake up early every day. This is because they became wealthy because of their habits, mindset, and principles. A study by Thomas Cooley of The Rich disclosed that 24% of them were born into wealth, while 76% created it. This means that you can create your own luck. There's a law of sowing and reaping. No miracles. No abracadabra. We have the power to choose the trajectory of our financial future. Luck is hidden in commitment, smart work, resilience, and measured actions. When you are determined, you do what you have to do. No excuses. I hear people say, I can't do this or I can't do that. In my country, people say things like, how can a whole university graduate like me do this or do that? The thing is, money does not discriminate. Money does not care about how broke your parents were, how educated you are, your race, gender, or even how you look. If you play the game right, you actually win. Someone said, I pray hard like I did not work, and work hard like I did not pray. That should be the attitude. Don't sit there and wait for things to happen. If you can't find a job, create one. Look around. Opportunities are always there if you are serious about changing your situation. Number 6, people that give up easily. If life was easy, there would be no need for persistence, but life is not easy. Napoleon Hill defined persistence as an essential factor in the procedure of transmitting desire into its monetary equivalent. The foundation of persistence is the power of will. I've been a full-time entrepreneur now for over 20 years. Our business has survived 2 recessions and a global pandemic. One of the things that has kept us is persistence. One of the attributes of entrepreneurs is that they never give up. When things get tough, you don't just go through it, but you grow through it. You only fail when you quit. Why do some people quit so easily? It may be because they do not understand their why or are not willing to make the sacrifices required. Now, it is very important to know your why before you go into anything. Why do you want to succeed or become wealthy? Is it to give you financial freedom, enable you to take care of your loved ones, give you the flexibility to do what you love to do with your life? It has been said that it is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Benjamin Franklin said, energy and persistence conquer all things. Believe in yourself and have faith and don't give up. Number 7, fear of taking risk. Now, fear can deter you from financial opportunities. Rich people know that taking calculated risk is crucial to attaining success. I mean, some people do not try new terrains because they're actually skeptical and afraid to step out of their comfort zone. You know, Jeff Bezos, the richest man on earth, left his high-paying job as a vice president of a bank to start his book-selling business from his garage. Now, that was a big risk and a big step, but there will be no Amazon if you did not take that risk. Now, risk is inevitable if you want to be rich. We live in a world of uncertainty. If you want to become successful and wealthy, uncertainty and discomfort comes with the territory. So get used to it. Now, some people would rather not lose their money than make more money. Sometimes fear comes from the lack of knowledge, so equip yourself with information about the terrain that you like to invest in, and you have 2 choices. The first is to do nothing, and the second is to take the necessary risk and learn if things do not work out. To become rich, you have to believe that you have every right and capability to achieve it. Find out how and get to work. You must see money as a friend and not as an enemy that belongs to a select few. Above all, be willing to do things you've never done, even if they scare you. Remind yourself continually that in spite of your fear, you're capable. Be enthusiastic about learning about money and be willing to make the sacrifices required. Say this every day: I am committed to becoming wealthy. I will not give up when things get tough. I will not let fear stop me. I will be driven by my goals and objectives. I want to be rich and I can be rich. I will keep taking steps towards my financial goals. I will keep making progress and promise that I will never stop until I succeed.
Subscribe to Patricia Bebiamawa's YouTube page for more inspirational videos.